Boy Sangbedo, and I'm the face behind Divinely Classic. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. By profession, I'm a registered nurse. I'm also the CEO of Divinely Classic, and we do all things healthy. We have a website where we sell fitness wear, like your gym equipment, well, not really equipment, your gym wear, leggings, your track suit and all that. And every month we have a theme of the month, and this month is themed positive change. And my last video a couple of days ago, 2-3 days ago, we defined what positive change was, and it was defined as any beneficial change or shift that results in improvement, growth towards a desired outcome, or that would increase your happiness. But I was browsing today, and as you can see from the title, it says women should have their own. And I was thinking, oh, that's interesting. Women should have their own. You would wonder, their own what? Is it their own money? Is it their own power? There is a song in from my place, every day now, man, give woman a chance. It's an old song, but it just goes to explain how women are being I don't know the right word to use now. Sometimes the full potential of women are not being utilized because of maybe societal barrier, or one barrier or the other. But hey, this is not a gender equality video or not, or to say, oh, women power and all that. No, not at all. But what this video is about is just to encourage somebody out there, just to encourage any female out there, to say you can actually have your own, whatever own means to you. And for many people, their own means financial independence. It means financial security. And when you have financial independence, a lot comes with it. You have a lot of benefits. It will empower you, and having your own money, let's say it's money now, then you can make financial decisions. When you don't have money, you shut up. And again, this message or this video is not to undermine men, not at all. It's not to say, oh, we are equal, we are, it's up to you if you want to believe that, but that's not what this video is all about. This video is just to encourage somebody out there, just to encourage any female out there that is struggling with financial independence, that you can actually have your own money, you can make financial decisions, you can manage personal finances if you decide to have your own. And you might say, oh, this day and age, oh, thank you so much for joining. Kindly like this video. Thank you. I can see we have some people there. Thank you so much. Just put something in the chat section just for me to know that you're there. Please like and thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. In this my space, we talk about lifestyle, we encourage healthy living, and we share meal idea. That's what we do here generally. And sometimes, like on days like this, we just talk, we just encourage one another, just share some message out that would benefit 1 or 2 people. So please subscribe. If you're here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. My name is Sarabo Sangbedo, and the topic for today is women should have their own. I've also said that this message is not to undermine men power, but just to say, women, you can actually have your own. You can have your own money. And how can you kind of have your own? How can you have that financial independence? You can do that through education, empowering yourself through education. Some people are not where they ought to be because they do not have the educational qualification. So you can actually have that educational qualification to empower you to have your own. Have your own money, have your own qualification, have the ability to make financial decisions. Because if you do not have money, where they are discussing money, you're meant to shut up, because you're not contributing. You don't have money. But if you have your own money, and when it's time to contribute, you are able to contribute whatever that you can contribute, then you can make financial decisions. Okay. So one way that you can do that is to educate yourself, empower yourself. Another way that you can gain that financial independence or having your own money is by budgeting. You know, when you have money, there are some people, you might say, oh, are there still women who do not have their own money? Yes, there are still women. Sometimes they might be young people, or there might be young women in marriages who, through one thing or the other, they are more, they're kind of socially conditioned to bear and raise children. Trust me, we still have societies where that is still happening, you know. So this message, you know, is not out of place. It's definitely going to relate to somebody, or somebody's going to relate to this message somewhere. So another way that you can gain a financial independence is budgeting. When you have some money, you know, if maybe it's your husband that is giving you the money, now you can actually put some money aside. There's a very popular video on Facebook, a lady, she does teaches how to put a little bit extra. When thank you so much for the like, please share, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. So that lady, very funny video, she puts a little bit of extra, say she was going to buy food for her kids, and it's 10,000 naira. Where we come from, I'm originally from Nigeria, so she would say, oh, it's 12,000, so whatever extra is there. I'm not telling you, I'm not encouraging you to lie or to steal, but that's what she does. So but you can do it legitly, you know, whatever that you'll be giving. If you're the one that takes money from your husband to buy anything, you can actually budget, you can actually put some money aside. And overall, say you are working, you can also put money aside just to be empowered financially. And that takes us to the next topic of how to be financially independent. Saving. Do not eat everything that you have. It doesn't matter how little. Say I don't know how much you earn. Even if it's a fiver, like £5, you can actually put it aside. You might think £5, that's too little, what's that going to do? But putting £5 aside every week, that's something. And one thing I've noticed about money is that if you do not put it aside, you're going to spend it, whether you like it or not. So just put it aside. And by the time, you know, they say tiny drops of water make a huge ocean, you know. So just saving, putting little money aside can make you financially independent, and, you know, just to have your own money. And investing. In terms of investing, I would just advise that you seek professional advice, because sometimes you want to invest in stock and stuff like that. And I'm very wary of them, you know. I just need more understanding of it, because you don't want to invest your hard-earned money and then it vanishes into thin air, and you wouldn't be able to hold anybody responsible. So in terms of investing, speak to a professional that would guide you through how to invest your money. And another way, if you have a lot of money to invest, is through properties, through buying of lands. You know, here in the UK, it's not a very common thing to buy lands. You know, instead of buying the land, we buy houses, we buy homes. But back in Nigeria, where I'm originally from, you can buy a piece of land and you can build it. So it depends on where you are. If you want to invest in properties, if you want to invest in buying lands, and some people buy and resell. Somebody was telling me today, oh, somebody's got a piece of land to sell. You know, so that's a good way. If you've got the money anyway, just buy something. If you want to sell it, or if you want to leave it over time to appreciate, that's a good way of being financially independent. And the fifth point of being financially independent is to build emergency fund. We talked earlier about saving, putting little money aside. You can use that money either as your savings or as an emergency fund. Hi Lena Rani, thank you so much for being here. Kindly like this video, kindly subscribe, and tell me where you're watching from. Where are you watching from? I live in Aldridge, in the UK. Let me know where you're watching from, okay? So building emergency fund is just having that money aside. You said phone. You're from your phone. Yeah. So just building that emergency fund, leaving money aside. It's not when something happens and you're all over the place looking for money everywhere. If you've got that money, you can use it for that emergency purpose. And I've watched a video several years ago where a woman, her son was poorly, but because she didn't have money at the time and her husband was not available, her child died. I know it was a movie, but it's likely that that would happen somewhere to a woman who's not empowered. If you do not have your own money, if your husband is not there, you can do anything. You cannot buy things that you want to buy. You cannot even say your children needed something. You're going to say, oh, you have to wait till daddy comes. But if you have your own money, you can help yourself, you can help your children, you can do what you want to do. And there's a very thin line between having your own money and feeling like, oh, you're too big, you're too like undermining your man, your husband, your partner, whatever, undermining their authority. There should be mutual respect. Okay, so the point of this video is not to have your own money and undermine another person. The point is to have your own money and be financially independent and secure. So building emergency fund is a way of financial independence. And what does financial independence, what's the benefits? Like we said earlier, you have that security and stability. You have that security and stability, and it also gives you that confidence when you're walking about. You're not being proud now. Being proud and confident, they are two different things. You're not being proud, but you're just confident. You say, oh, I've got my own money. If I wanted to buy something, I'm not going to wait till somebody says, okay, yes, you can buy it. But I've got my own money. It gives you that, certain sense of confidence. And it also gives the freedom to make life choices. It gives you that freedom to say, oh, do you know what? This is something I want, and you go for it. You don't have to wait for anybody if you don't need to. Okay. And that financial independence also gives a sense of self-worth. Gives you that sense of self-worth because you're financially independent. I don't want this video to be long, to be too long. I like my video short. I'll just end this with a quote from Claire Booth Luke. The quote I saw on the internet. It says, a woman's best protection is a little money of her own. A woman's best protection is a little money of her own. So if you're a woman and you are here and you do not think that it's a good thing to have your own money, this is a message. This is a reminder for you to do something. Empower yourself. Empower yourself through education. Empower yourself through budgeting. Empower yourself through saving, investing, and building emergency funds so that you don't have to rely on your husband, your partner all the time for money. And again, the theme of this month is positive change. So this is just a message for somebody who's not empowered already financially to make that change. Take that bold step and do something new and good for yourself. And also, if you're a man and you come across this video, like I said earlier, this is not a video to undermine any man's authority or their financial impact in the house. It's not like they're saying you're not enough, you're not doing enough. No, that's not the point of this video. It's just a reminder to women to be empowered as well, and to also tell that man that you can empower your wife. You can empower your wife. You can give them money. You can support their dreams. That's a way of empowerment. I'm going to leave this video here, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a comment, leave a like or a love, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.